It's late January and this lawn here is a typical example of an uncared for British winter lawn on a typical British housing development on a typical winter British day. So what we're going to be doing today is showing you a few things that you can do at this time of year to make sure that you're in the best position to get going early as soon as spring hits. I've had a look at other lawns on the estate and they all have one common problem. They are all covered in moss. So what we're going to do is we're going to sort the moss out, and we're also going to be sorting these edges out. So without further ado, let's get going. As you can see, this lawn edge is not very good. It needs sorting out. On this lawn, we have two types of edges. We have a straight edge and a curved edge. On this side, we're going to use a string line. I would normally use spray paint to mark out the curve, but because this is windy today, it is not possible to do this. So we're going to do it freehand. Using a string line on this side ensures we get a really straight cut when we use our edging tool. As you can see, it's quite a bit to do. The customer tells me there is a plastic edge in there somewhere, so we will be removing it. And because I am an environmentalist, we will not be putting the plastic back onto the lawn, because this is no good and will upset the eco warriors in this world. So let's get the edging tool out and let's show you what we're going to do. But before that, we need to set up the string line using string. Okay, so I have set my string line up. I have used builder's line, but you can use whatever string you like. I have set it at 1.4 meters at this end, and it's also 1.4 meters at the top end. So this ensures that we're going to get a really nice finish. But as an extra little thing to get a better finish, I'm going to use an old board that I used on a turfing job to put up against the string so it doesn't move, and to limit damage on the lawn, just like I did on another video. So let's start and get this edge looking very nice. I'm using this edging tool just to separate this edge away, and we will come back in a second and do some cuts the other way. I am hitting gravel, which tells me I am probably not going to find the plastic edge already buried in the lawn. That will have to stay buried, which will upset me because I really wanted to get it out, because plastic has no place in this world. So I'm just cutting these segments just to make it easier when I remove it. I will continue on down and then come back and do all these in one movement with a shovel. So I'm just sliding the board down, making sure I have not gone too far. So I continue cutting the lawn edge. I think this is really going to look very nice and give this lawn a new lease of life. It's very easy, and it's something anyone with an edging tool in the garden or the garage can achieve without much effort. So I have set this string line up to ensure we have a good right angle. We are doing Pythagoras' theorem. I've marked some spots, one at 3, one at 4, and then this one should be 5. And as you can see, it's more or less spot on. So I'm happy to proceed knowing that this is a right angle. I have just started removing the turf that I have cut, and it has become apparent that I have found the plastic edging that I was informed was there. This is great news for humanity because it means we are going to survive. So I'm just going to take it out, put it there like that, and then dispose of it later when I decide what I'm going to do. Because I've realised I have not brought any bags with me. So I've got to hope the customer has a green bin. So now I have removed all the turf that I want to remove. I am now just polishing up these edges. By using the metal on the edging tool, you can see that I am almost polishing up the soil. The more time you spend at this point, the better the lawn edge will look. Now that edge is really looking something else. The definition just brings a new dimension to the lawn. It won't be today, but once this area is topped up with fresh gravel, it will really look the bee's knees. Now what I've got to do now is concentrate on this side and get this side looking as good as that side. And then we can tackle the curve. And then once that is done, we can then tackle the moss and start the process of getting this lawn looking good for the spring. Now that is looking okay. Now I have done this side as well, and this is looking equally as scrumptious as the other side that we did previous. So now we've done these two, tackled this right angle, we can now make it a bit easier on ourselves and start tackling this curved border. I will just follow what is already there because I am happy with the shape of it and it does not need to be changed. So what I've done is I've took away the old turf now, but I've also just de-weeded and forked over the border to make it look a lot nicer than it did. Now if you have in your garden some mop head hydrangeas, don't remove the dead flowers at this point. These are the plant's natural defence against frost, to lead them on till spring. And then don't dispose of them, because I've found they make great tinder for a fire. They will light with a spark off a spark stick. So just a bit of information there for you. Now that all the edges are sorted, it's time to start thinking about this lawn. We know that this lawn and others on the street have a moss issue. This can be due to a combination of factors like shade, poor drainage or scalping your lawn. I think this is a combination of all those three, because whilst I was doing the edges I found house bricks under there which means there could be a drainage problem because there's builder's rubble under this surface. We have trees in the summer creating shade, and also the customer doesn't like cutting the lawn, so I think they scalp it so they don't have to cut it that often. But we're going to get on top of that by treating it today with some iron. And what this will do is this will get the grass growing so the moss can't. So what I'm going to do is first, I'm going to create some guidelines so I can spray quite accurately and know where I've been, so we don't end up missing any. So what I've done is I've got the hater out all ready to go. So we'll give it a cut and see how it looks. So not the best lawn stripes you'll ever see, but they are enough to give me guidelines for when I'm spraying. So now we are ready to mix the products. I'm using my Rotary Elite 8 Pro sprayer. In here already I've got some water. We always put water in first. In here I have 700 mils of inhibit. This is for the moss. I'm going on at double rate on both products. In here I have Winter Magic. I've worked out that the lawn is roughly 35 square meters, so we go on times 10, which is 35, but then we're going on at double rate, so we times that by 2, so that equals 700. We put that in like that and then top up with water. That is just right for this lawn. So let's spray. So that is the lawn transformation complete. If we just have a look at it before and then look at it after, you can see we've made quite a difference in a short space of time. And that moss has already started to blacken off, which is a good sign. And in a couple of weeks, we could even get on this and give it a light scarify and start the process. So once we get to spring, the hard work has already been done. So hopefully you've enjoyed watching this video. You might not have enjoyed listening to it because of the way I'm talking. Well, this is just so people can understand me, because one of the biggest comments that I get is that people can't understand what I'm saying. So I thought I'd try and articulate myself a little better this afternoon. But don't worry, I'm annoying myself, let alone you people watching. So hopefully it's given you the confidence to go out and do something like this in your garden this weekend, if not next. And don't worry, spring is just around the corner. But I know I'm already ahead on this garden, and I will continue on this trajectory on others, so that when spring comes, I am ready to go. Take care, and we'll see you next time here on Daniel Hibbert, Lawn Expert. Bye for now.